I'll do it tomorrow. And that tomorrow turns into next week. And that next week turns into next month. And what do we get? Delayed project, missed deadlines, customer dissatisfaction. You are not alone. I am also guilty of this. We all are guilty of this. I'm your host, Rakesh Gupta, and welcome to B2B Chronicles, your podcast for B2B industry people. We talk about various things, and today's topic is procrastination, which is the silent killer, the roadblock for your career. So let's dive deeper into it. Let me share one very personal story. We were working on a project from a Middle East, and we had this 13 different tags into it. Our very bright project engineer was working into it, and we started in a very good way. We had made the plan, we submitted all the documents, everything was going great. And I was reviewing with our project engineer on this, and everything seemed fine. One fine day, I got a call from the project manager of the customer and said, "Why are you not replying to our GADs? We had commented almost few weeks back." I was surprised. I sat with my project engineer and I just wanted to understand what happened. And as engineers, when you get back these GADs from customer in a commented manner, you send in white color with some black drawings, and then what you get is red, all over red. Now we had almost 25-30 comments on each of those drawings, and no wonder this bright project engineer was not responding to it. So it's always like, I'll do all these other activities first and then I will tackle it. And because of that, procrastination. That's what was happening there. So then we sat together as a team, and it was so overwhelming for that engineer that he was not able to do it himself. And we sat down. Simple thing what we did was, okay, first let's break it down. Let's write all the comments in an Excel sheet. And as we started to write all those comments, magic happened. The same project engineer, of all those 25-30 comments, he was able to resolve 90% of it himself. So it was no more all red 13 drawings. It's about one by one, how do we tackle it. In 2 days, we turned things around, and that same project engineer submitted all those revised GADs to the customer. And we were able to really work it out faster and able to satisfy the customer. So here is a good news for you, my friends. Procrastination, guilt आता है, shame आता है. Are we lazy? No. Here is the good news. Procrastination is not being lazy. So you guys are not lazy. Procrastination is an active thing that you are trying to do something else and not this important, urgent task. You are putting off something else. So what you are doing is you are doing things which are easy and fun to do, right? And that's what your instant gratification is. All our minds are geared up for that. We want to do things which are easy and enjoyable. We don't want to do things which are difficult, hard, overwhelming, right? Being lazy is not doing at all, nothing at all. We are not lazy. So when we are doing procrastination, we are not being lazy. So we are not alone to procrastinate. Even very big leaders who have been hugely successful, all of them at some point of time, and maybe now also, they are doing procrastination. Elon Musk, our favorite hero, he has been running all these different businesses. When They were working on Falcon 1, at SpaceX. There were a lot of delays that were happening in that project. And some of the key recruiting decisions, some of those hard things, difficult things, even the great person like Elon Musk was also putting that off. But then those missed deadlines, he realized that's not the way I want to do things. He turned it around and made those things into smaller tasks, more manageable tasks, and then kept good deadlines, huge follow up review mechanism, and in very short time he was able to turn things around. So we are not alone to do it. There is a way to do it to overcome the procrastination. There is a skill that we can learn to overcome and not make procrastination the roadblock to our career growth. I'll give you a framework. There are three very easy way to overcome procrastination. First is break it down into smaller tasks. So when we see something very big, for example, we have to design a very complex dosing system, or we have to work on that large project, or we have to write that story or script. All these are very big tasks. Or you want to lose 10 kg weight. These all things become very complex. But once we break this complex task into smaller, easier one task, you remember that story of our engineer having all red drawings? The moment we break those red comments into something more manageable, one by one comment, he was able to overcome it. So break those big complex project into something smaller and those manageable tasks, and suddenly you don't feel overwhelmed. It doesn't feel so much more difficult. And then once it is easy, our instant gratification monkey is back and we are able to attack it. Second tip, carrot and stick, rewards and punishment. I'll tell you, this works everywhere, right? So we have these more manageable tasks and we have to reward ourselves when we complete it. When we do not complete it, we have to punish ourselves. So for example, if you want to lose 10 kg and you break it down into a monthly goal of losing 2 kg weight in this, now you reward yourself that by the end of January 2025, if you do lose 2 kg, then you are going to get a new pair of your favorite brand 5,000 rupees Sketcher shoes, right? And once you see that you are going to, so it's no more 10 kg, which is a very far away target. You are breaking down into smaller targets and you are going to reward yourself something nice and you look forward to it. And that carrot thing works. Same way the stick. If you do not do that, then you punish yourself, right? You can have some consequences. For example, you will not watch that Netflix series which is your favorite. If you don't do that, I am not going to watch it. So your mind works on these carrots and sticks approaches. All those small, easy breakdown tasks, you can link rewards and punishments with that. Here is the third tip. Design your future actions. So why we don't go for that morning walk that we have promised ourselves that we will do at the end of the December as part of our new year resolutions? We are very motivated, inspired to do it, but we don't do it. How can we change it? How can we design our future actions like that? So one of the things that works with many people is you keep your running shoes tidy, neat, at the right place. So first thing, as soon as you get out of the bed, right, you have those running shoes ready for you. And it is that one small step that you need to take. Once you wear that shoes, all those rationalization of why it cannot be done will be gone away. You will be wearing those shoes and you will be off to your jogging track and completing that 5 6 kilometers walk. Design your future actions. You have to make the things in such a way, your environment in such a way, that you will do complete those tasks. For example, very simple, before you close your laptop for the day in the evening, just before that, write down 3 or 4 things which you are going to do tomorrow. Very simple thing. You have designed your future action, tomorrow's action. You know those 3 or 4 things that you have to do. First thing, when you open your laptop, look at those 4 things. Complete those 4 things, and you won't be suffering from procrastination anymore. Do you have a project that you have been postponing, delaying? Take it out. Use these tips, make it happen, and your career will be on a rocket. If you like this video, please do like, subscribe, and give your valuable comments to it. If you want to learn about anything else, do let me know. Thank you so much for watching B2B Chronicles.